So here's a rundown of like a set of each for what I've been doing for my shoulder work here for the rehab, prehab, and then shoulder strengthening. So this is usually I'll do 3 sets up to 5 sets. Usually probably keeping them around 3 sets each of these just to help prevent injury and rehab from injury, and then of course strengthen them. So this is what I've been doing. For these lying dumbbell raises, I do. It kind of hits a spot that my shoulder's weak at. I can kind of feel like when I raise these where I kind of injured it coming up. There used to be a catch here, and then I could move it back. The catch is almost gone now because I've been working these for a while. But I'd raise my arm up, and there'd be no pain, and there'd be pain here, and it'd have a real weak spot in a certain range of motion. And these presses or raises, dumbbell raises, kind of get that spot. So I've been doing these to strengthen it on my shoulder where I injured it. I do it kind of slow and controlled. Trying to keep everything tight. When I come back here, I try to stretch my range of motion a little bit on my back too, and kind of hits my pecs as well, where it's kind of tight. Getting stronger on these. I started out with a 7.5 pound dumbbell. I'm up to about 12.5 pounds. So it doesn't have to be real heavy, but I'm just trying to really be strict, slow, and work that movement. And on these, I do right after. This is to stretch out my pecs here. My pecs get tight right around just between where the deltoid attaches or pec attaches to each other on it here. I tend to get tight. It's where I have my pec tears, usually the small ones. Also kind of like dig my fingers in here and try to loosen it up. My right pec right here is a little tight, and it's kind of affects my range of motion on these, but these I don't again go real heavy. This is just to kind of stretch them out, so I kind of like flies. And the main purpose for these is to stretch them out so I can keep them not tight, because when it gets tight I have pec tears, so this is kind of to avoid pec tears. I just stretch it on that last, and they're down there to try to increase my range of motion and stretch it out, get a little looser. Again, I don't go real fast on these, just kind of slow and controlled. At the bottom, I just kind of hold it for a little bit, stretch it out. not quite sure what you call these. I just know them simply like rotator cuff work or whatever, but cable machine here. So you just take your arm, move it back here. I don't use a whole lot of weight, maybe 10 or 20 pounds. Usually start with 10 right now. Kind of warmed up, so I got did a set already, so I'm at 20 pounds. Doing on my left as well, but you just kind of keep your elbow straight and just trying to sternly rotate the rotator cuff. You can also come around and internal rotate your rotator cuff. I'll still do some dumbbell raises here. Kind of try to do them in 3 angles, depending upon where my shoulder hurts or where I want to strengthen in. But notice like these help a lot too, so weak spot I'm at. As you saw, I kind of lift them to the side, whatever. So that's just kind of a weak spot on my shoulder, and then I'll also just do some front raises. Then I'll move into side raises. And this is my Strive shoulder press machine. It's pretty brutal on the shoulders. There it can with this cam. So I'm going to start out in one setting here, and that puts the peak resistance in the middle of the range. So one thing with the Strive, it has an adjustable cam, so you can change where you want the peak resistance. So right now it's in the middle. You have kind of like a somewhat soft start, and then it gets hard, and then gets a little bit lighter, not much. Or you can set it where it starts off easy and then gets harder as you go up, and then or hard and then gets easier as it go up. So I'm going to run through these cam changes, doing it we're in the middle range, and then the let's see, end range, and then the start range of it. So give it a go. swap it so it's easy to start, hard to finish. Need to add a little bit more weight. Alright, now this is rough here. Change it, cam, and we gotta drop weight because it starts real hard. Now, working through that cam change, where you work the lengthened and shortened portion of the muscle, a different peak resistance really gives a muscle a workout. So it's a great machine to work a muscle. And this is my Strive lateral raise here. Great, another great piece for the shoulders. Same thing. You can change the cam for the peak resistance up on here. So I'm going to set it here to the middle position and run through the cam settings on this. Now I'm going to change it so it's easier on the start, harder to finish. Add a little bit of weight. Really feel the burn. Now to finish them off, I like this setting the best for these. Hard on the start, soft on the finish. That way I can keep on working the range of motion and everything. So I think this setting here works the best for these lateral raises. That kills them.